Ladies and gentlemen, what is going on? We are back. We are live again with the Otakus of South Florida Fireside Chat. It's been a minute. It's been well over a year since myself and
It
Waluigi
has.
well, just myself and Waluigi have done something like this. This time, we're bringing in one of our newest members, AJ, who is on my left. So, AJ, go ahead and introduce yourself.
What's up? I'm AJ. You can call me Atreus, Ace, whatever you want. I'm new to all this, so I'm gonna try to do my best and talk as much as I can about our topic tonight. So,
Oh, yeah. So, for those that remember, back in a couple of episodes, we used to have people joining us via Discord, where we would talk about just either anime or gaming related stuff, just anything around that genre. Just being a fan of all this weeb shit and whatnot. So that was something that myself and Waluigi we could do on a weekly basis. It wouldn't be too long like we would do with the South Florida Gamers podcast, but it would be just good enough to where it's a get in, get out. We're gonna talk about a certain subject or a certain topic that we have in mind, and we'll have like a panel of people on. This time we've decided to change that, and it's just gonna be us three from here on out. So expect weekly streams like this from all three of us, where we're just gonna talk about just anything gaming or anime related, or just weeb shit and weeb culture in general. So without further ado, yeah, this weekend all three of us have attended. Not. Why do I always keep saying Otaku Fest, bro?
Supercon of 2022.
Yes, Florida
yes, Florida
Supercon of.
Supercon.
Yeah, I'm always saying that.
We're so excited for next year. That's why.
Yeah, that is true. But yeah, all
But
three of us have attended Florida Supercon, located in Miami Beach. I have my I have my gripes with Miami Beach, but it is what it
Uh,
so we
is.
all.
I got a whole lot to say about Miami Beach.
I'm curious, actually.
Uh,
But yeah, all three of us we went to Florida SuperCon, and I would say overall I had a really good time for all 3 days that I've went. I had a really good time. I enjoyed myself. I didn't get to thoroughly enjoy the con and participate in some of the activities and some of the events that was going on and taking place on the showroom floor or even in the panels and whatnot. But overall, this year was really good. A lot of people showed up. Like, even though we had other conventions going on, I know South Florida Con had their 1 day con at in
Yeah.
Miami on the same day as Florida SuperCon. Sucks, but I'm hoping that
oh,
next
really?
I'm
Never
yeah
heard of that.
yeah I'm hoping that next year they can also get some love too, because Florida SuperCon has announced their dates already. So I'm hoping for South Florida Con more people show up to that now that Florida SuperCon has already posted their dates, so we're looking forward
I
to
agree heavily.
yeah, we're looking forward to that for next year and to attend that. And of course, there was also Bold Matsuri that happened as well. So you had
Oh, in Jacksonville.
I heard about that one.
yeah, so you had some people going to 3 cons all within that weekend or whatnot. So all three of us we went to Florida SuperCon because I mean fuck
Tradition.
yeah, it's tradition and
Popular.
Like,
Yeah.
dude, we met in 2019 at Supercon.
yeah
That is how all this madness started.
yeah crazy shit. But I had a good time and
Damn. Yeah. Now that I think about it, 2019. I I actually okay. 2019 SuperCon. It's completely random, but that was I remember meeting you guys that year.
yeah.
Um, that SuperCon specifically was very, very interesting. Like I still have one of the crew member shirts. I mean, I got rid of it today, but I still have
That's
one of the
awesome.
crew member shirts, and yeah, it just took me back. I was thinking about it. Damn, like 2019. That was the last SuperCon that I actually went to.
Shit.
That was sort of ours as well, technically. Because they didn't have it for 2 years, right?
No, they didn't have
Oh
it in
yeah,
2020. They had it last year.
Oh, yeah, they did. I forgot I went
yeah,
to
they
it.
did.
Yeah, they had it last year, 2021, but they didn't have one in 2020. So yeah, I would say this year was definitely good.
It's one of
Or
the best ones so far, I'd say.
yeah, and
It was
I'm
really good.
looking forward to next year. So with that being out of the way, I mean, of course, I gotta let y'all have y'all take. So what was y'all thoughts on Florida Supercon? I know AJ, you attended for 1 day, and Waluigi, you attended for 2 days. So I'll let y'all, say, how do you think about it overall?
Definitely worth the drive for me. I live in West Palm Beach, and I went all the way down to Miami Beach twice because I am that committed to Supercon. Definitely had a good experience in the gaming room. It was great seeing gaming generations at another event besides CEO.
Yeah,
That threw me off big time with all the PC units playing Valorant, League of Legends, and such. And then
Those units were
having
really
PS4s
nice.
and PS5s open, like all that technology threw me off. And I definitely say that there were many panels that sparked my interest. I could definitely go on about that, but I'll let you handle it, AJ.
Well, the best thing about SuperCon being in Miami or in South Beach is that I live in Miami, so the drive is not too bad. However, that traffic getting there, Jesus Christ, it was it took a minute. It took a minute, but I mean, I'm used to it at this point. Uh, in 2019 when I went, same drive. Except I went all 3 days that time. I only went one. I was really tempted to go on Sunday, but I don't know. I was just beat, and I'm like, yeah, I think one day is fine. On, Mainly because I want to save my energy for this coming weekend because this coming weekend is MetroCon in Tampa, so I got to make a
Oh
drive up
yeah,
there,
right.
and I'm going all 3 days. But that's besides the point. It was kind of a bitch to get there because uh, parking is wow.
it's not safe.
They they definitely take advantage of all the nerds. They're like, oh, you want to show up to this? All right, you're gonna pay. Um, and it's really scarce sometimes because like there's only so many parking garages around, and you can park in Lincoln Road, which is pretty convenient because Lincoln Road is like a couple blocks away from the convention center. Um, but still, parking ain't cheap, and they purposely do that weekend every year.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I got there. The walk was really hot. Like I was in cosplay and I had makeup on, and I felt like how women feel all the time, and that
Like
shit
a bad
sucked.
bitch.
Yeah.
Like a bad bitch suffering because Jesus Christ, it was hot as fuck. Um,
Yeah.
but but we got there. It was me, my girlfriend, and my friend Antonio. It was his first convention ever.
Oh snap.
That's good.
So I was happy to bring him along, and yeah, we got in nice, fresh, cool air, and we just got our con on, and it was cool to see how many people went this year and the different cosplays. Um, like every year, it's a different I want to say trend of cosplays.
I agree.
Yeah.
Pretty much every year is always Demon Slayer because that's always popping. Demon Slayer is very very famous. But this year there was a lot of Genshin Impact cosplays.
Oh
Yes.
yeah.
Um, a
There
whole
we
lot of
go.
them.
Y'all motherfuckers were
Um,
everywhere.
yeah,
Nerds.
me being one of them. Um,
Which is
but
which was no surprise, but
It was not.
hey, I, I've been so invested in this game. I have to. I
Hey,
kind of
I
have
don't blame you. I don't blame you at all.
I don't either. Don't
to.
drag us into it.
No, I won't. Honestly, don't play it.
So help me.
It's a bitch of a game. But yeah, my girlfriend and I were actually both of us were cosplaying from it. She was cosplaying Hu Tao. I was cosplaying Arataki Ito. And to my surprise, I think I heard there were other Itos in the convention,
I saw some.
but as far as I knew, I was the only one cosplaying Ito because every 10 steps I took in the convention, everyone was stopping me to take a picture. Like, oh my god, let me take a picture. Oh my god, this, that. I was like, oh my god. I've
Yeah, that's
I've
actually
never
awesome.
I've never had a lot of love in cosplay like before until that. Like I thought my Joestar cosplay was like great, but my Arataki Ito cosplay must have popped off even better because everyone was loving it,
That's
and it
good.
felt good. It felt good. Honestly, I gave all the credit to my girlfriend because she did all the makeup on me and all the paint.
Oh
So
my god.
and she did the wig too. So I was like, yeah, this basically like she gets like 50% of the work because the other 50 I just had to go to the gym for. So it was a
I felt
50-50.
that. I felt that.
um, but no, it was really fun cosplaying Ito. It was really interesting seeing like the 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 wave of cosplays that came this year, where compared to how it was a couple years ago.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, really really fun. Even if it was one day, to me, this was the best Supercon that I've been to in all the other years that I've been. So
That's awesome, bro.
That's good. That's good.
But I think the funniest thing out of SuperCon, like for both our day ones, how I just dressed up in a toga last minute as Little Caesars.
Yeah, and I
I
that
and I saw this man. I was just like, this guy was fucking serious.
I gave fair warning. You should know me by now on
Yes.
how determined I am.
Yes.
that was really funny. That was really really funny.
The fact that Little Caesars even DM'd me pizza, I was bawling of laughter.
Wait, what? They DM'd
Dead,
you?
dead
Yeah, they
serious.
did.
I'll show screenshots later on. Yeah, the fact that I put this on, people like it took a couple seconds to click, and I'm holding a pizza box. I might go get it in a sec, but it's not even
You
a
still
real
have the
Little
pizza
Caesar
box.
pizza box. And people are like, "Where's your pizza box?" I'm like, "I was too lazy to afford one." Like I'm being dead serious. I did not want to buy some $5 pizza. I don't even like Little Caesars. But like some people are telling me their life stories of how Little Caesar saved them, and all I can say is pizza.
My
Like
God.
I don't know what to say how pizza could save someone's life, but that was just an iconic moment.
Hey man.
But then I got serious for gaming once I put on my Southland Gamers Podcast shirt because I was ready for
Oh
gaming
yeah, I
gear.
noticed it. You guys were busy. I was glad that I had no idea you guys were gonna be in that room specifically because before, I don't know if you guys remember, but the other years that room was never used.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Or
just meant for TCG and bullshit like that.
But this year I was surprised. I'm like, wow, I've never been in this room before. Let me walk in. I saw the pieces. I'm like, yeah, you guys have to be here.
Yeah.
Oh
And I
yeah,
saw you
they were
guys, but
stuck there.
Yeah, and you
yeah,
saw me and bro, as
no,
much
you
as
guys were.
I wanted to, like, chit chat with, with you guys and whatnot. This was during, I think, I was getting started with the Smash Ultimate tournament
Yeah, yeah,
Oh my
yeah.
god, the
where
amount of
it was,
injuries were intense.
I had
No, you,
129 players in bracket for Smash Ultimate.
oh
Like,
my
if for those that follow me on Twitter, y'all saw the timeline of me just be like
Yes.
posting like the numbers. Okay, I got 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. I was like, fuck me. But I was like,
And you
I'm like, yo, either way, we still running this bitch. We still finna do this shit.
and you did what you exactly did. You ran through a single Elam tournament. And
Yeah,
then plus with the help of Herbs, a Guilty Gear Strive, like we had 35 entrants.
which was
And
really good.
out of the top 8 was a Kai Kisuke cosplayer, which I cried laughing. I was a little bit tilted, but I'm below him. I
yeah.
got top 8 too.
I walked in. I saw you guys. I'm like, all right, cool. I found the boys. Then I saw your game faces. I'm like, all right, I'm out of here because you guys got shit to do.
Yeah, we had
I
work to
was cool
do.
with
Bro,
yeah.
can
No,
we talk about day 3 of DNF? Because that was the funniest shit
Oh
that
yeah,
happened.
yeah. Day 3 DNF duel. Fucking me and Waluigi. I think this was in loser semifinals and shit.
Bro,
And
we put on shades.
we put on shades. Yeah, we put on. Like I put on my aviator shades on or whatnot, cause I was like, you know what, fuck, I'm gonna have fun with this shit.
And
And
I
then
slept on my beard.
and then shit got serious. I was like, all right, I'm putting back my regular glasses on because shit's about to get serious. I'm not trying to lose the Waluigi and what if shit. And you know, I lost. I gotta hold that.
It was a game 5 situation.
Yeah, it was a game 5 type of situation. That's how close it was. And I was like, fuck.
And I don't even play the game up. I just learned this little combo. Now that happens in DNF tomorrow, I would be pissed.
I'm gonna be pissed as fuck too, man. Shit. Cause I was like, as much as I've been playing the game and I'm just trying to get better at the game, I'm just like, for me, it was top 3 or I just wanted to get in top 3. Top 3.
We got in top, at least optimistically, there's a top 8 when there was only 7 people.
Yeah.
So it looks
Granted,
good,
granted, I got 4th place, but I was like, nah, man, I want top 3.
And I lost to 2 characters I don't know matchups about.
Yeah.
Which was Ranger and Vanguard. No, Inquisitor.
Ah, okay.
Even though I briefly learned Inquisitor that night before, I learned Hitman like maybe when it first came out.
Right.
But
right.
overall, watching the performance was so much fun to see.
Oh yeah, definitely. I had fun playing DNF. I know Friday I ran Strive. We had 25 people, and I wasn't surprised that one of our Strive players that go to Flynn's Ultimate Wielder, he won that shit. I was not surprised because
I wasn't either.
I'm looking at it and I'm just like, well, I already know who's gonna win. And
that boy came back for trying to get another win, but Herbs took over.
and I think the first round I put Ultimate Wielder against Sotu Technique, who's also in the chat by the way. I should have seeded that shit.
Soto!
I should have seeded that shit so that way I could have at least Sotu in second and Ultima in first. I should have seeded that shit. But I'll do that next time.
Yeah, the fact that
So Sotu, you can blame me for that one.
The fact that I watched Herbs beat Ultimate Wielder was a highlight. Because that man knew what he was doing. He knew the assignment beforehand. Oh my god, I love my team leader sometimes. He's a menace even to me.
Yeah, it was fun. Those 3 days that I was there, it was fun. And can I just say that the bathrooms at Florida Supercon were nice as fuck?
1,000% agreed.
Like,
Yeah.
I was like,
The individual bathrooms felt so much more peaceful.
yes. I was just like, bro, I don't know if they did any work in the bathroom or whatnot, but this is some fancy shit. I like what I'm seeing.
It was,
Bro, I reroute my toga in the middle of that.
They were clean. I had to keep walking into the bathrooms, and I'm like, I don't remember them.
Like those LED lightings.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So fucking
they were nice.
fancy.
Yeah, it was definitely like that's one of the things that I liked about Florida Supercon. Now I'm gonna talk about the shit that I didn't like.
Oh man, I'm looking forward to hearing this.
The shit that I didn't like. And all right, this is pretty much obvious. I know this is a very well-known convention thing. If you've been to conventions before, you should know this is a very well-known thing. And I hate this, but for the love of fuck, put on some deodorant, bruh.
Oh,
Like, don't be walking around people and you smelling musty as fuck. Yes, I understand we live in the state of Florida. It's hot as fuck outside. I know, I get it. But good lord, you do not need to be walking around people smell like fucking ass, bruh.
agreed. That I'm packing an extra thing of deodorant for emergencies for people at this point.
Bro, like, as I'm running,
Yeah.
as I'm running the Smash tournament and whatnot, and
The stereotypes hit.
no. Of course, the stereotype is there. But here's the thing though. As I'm going up and down the aisle, trying to assign people to setups and whatnot, the Smash players that are already there, I didn't get a whiff of it. It was like a group of cosplayers that just walked on by, and then that shit just hit my nose, and I'm just like, the fuck was that? I'm like I literally just turned and I was just like, really? And then one of the other cosplayers, he looked at me, was like, you smell it too? I was like, yeah. I was like, that shit was rank as fuck, bro.
No way.
Yes.
No, it's you know how it is with these cosplayers, bro.
I get it, man. Like, I get it. Like, I understand, especially if you're in cosplay and you got like a lot of layers on you or whatnot, you're gonna be hot. I get that. But if you ain't got a lot of layers, what's that?
A room with no AC is even worse.
Oh yeah, definitely. Oh,
Like,
Thankfully, the whole building was ventilated because
Yes.
jeez, man, that's
yeah.
although there were some areas of the hallways, like
Yeah.
on the second floor, that were musty.
Yeah.
Musty as fuck.
Yeah.
no.
Yeah. I agree.
And there was one part it was actually by the room that you guys were in that I was just like breathing in hot sauce. But I just smell it in the air. I don't know if it was the food they were selling or if it was just the people around me. But I was breathing in hot sauce. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? It was bad. But
Yeah.
other than that, I mean, it was just that one section, and then I walked away. I didn't smell it again. But god damn, that was gross.
Yeah, the artist alley was not safe either.
Oof.
Nowhere was safe.
I didn't smell too much on the artist alley. I think I was too preoccupied with trying to find shit to buy that I wasn't focused on like any other senses. Fortunately, I did find something to buy. It just wasn't exactly what I was looking for, but I mean, what? This could kind of piggybacking off what you were saying, like the shit that you didn't like. One of the things I didn't like about Supercon this year is that maybe it's because I only went for one day and I was very disoriented with where things were, but it was kind of disorganized. I don't know, like I knew where Artist Alley was, but there was like a bunch of other artists everywhere else. So I'm like, okay, what? Like, where do I go? What do I do? But again, it also didn't help that there was like a fuck ton of people.
Yeah.
That definitely made it feel a lot more disorienting because if there was less people, maybe it obviously would be easier to get around and easier to find things. Couple hours in, I kind of already knew like where things were, but still, it felt like Artist Alley was like it showed the sign around aisle, I don't know, 500 or something, but like there was still stuff that would belong in Artist Alley, like in aisle fucking 1300 or something like that. I was like, okay, this is a little bit of a clusterfuck, but that's basically like one of my bitches about it.
Oh my god, I have a good gripe that we can all agree on.
What?
What?
Why the hell are people having signs that say "Step on you" for $5?
Oh my!
That is like you're going to a convention to spend money on merchandise, not on some like fetish that people have. And I see people get stepped on.
You want me to take this one, or AJ? You want me to take this one? I'm gonna let you take it.
Go for it.
All right.
Yes.
Let me say something to these motherfuckers that are paying cosplayers, mostly females, of course, that are paying them $5 to step on them. I'm gonna just say this, and I'm gonna just keep it 100. You're not finna smash, bro. If you think if you think this is gonna be the closest way for you to get you some ass, I'm telling you right now, it's not. It ain't. No, it's not. You ain't getting no cheeks.
Bro,
she gonna step on you. She gonna take that money. She gonna walk the fuck away. She don't want no business doing with you. She wants your money. So, like I understand. Like listen, I understand motherfuckers are down bad. Hell, myself, I am one of them. But I'm not that motherfucking down bad. I'm not that down bad. Like goddamn, like seeing that shit in like bro, I saw that shit in person,
like,
and it was
no way.
And it was this cosplayer, this Dio cosplayer, and you know her ass is sticking out and whatnot, and so is her boobs and whatnot, and this one dude paid her $5 for her to step on him and then get like a photo of it. I looked at this guy with the most disgust on my face, and I made sure to lock eyes on this motherfucker to see that I am disgusted at your acts. And then I just walked the fuck away.
Oh, I saw a Zenitsu cosplayer get stepped on.
Of course. It's
So,
it's always
I'm just
yeah,
like,
with
That-
that kept going.
hey, save your fucking money. $5 nowadays is in this economy, nah,
That's a
it's
gallon of gas.
not worth it, man. Not worth it.
yeah,
But yeah. Also, I was in the middle of the interview and I see this Mike Myers. Like, eventually you'll see this in the bot. But I interviewed this guy and he has a sign that says "Step on me." But the only response I had is that might be overkill because his character is Mike Myers. But the one hero that made a sign, I don't know if he's still in the chat, but Soto. Latino Soto is a hero. You know why I say this?
why?
He countered with this. He said $5 and I will lift you up. Like, this man will lift somebody up. Like, he was going with the double standards, and I guess people were against him.
But you see, when
Yeah.
when a
This
dude
man's a goat.
do it, it's like, oh, what the fuck, like. For example, I was actually gonna start charging people, but one of my boys, we met up, and then, like I said, every 10 steps, someone wanted to take a picture with me. So he's like, yo, you better start charging people.
Oh my god.
We just couldn't get to where we wanted to go because every 10 steps it was someone new. And I was like, you know what? Let me see how people were reacting.
The next con you go to, just make sure you're like, hey, follow the podcast, plug the
Yes.
podcast.
I gotta get you some stickers.
I'm gonna do that. As a matter, like, I wanna see if we can come up with a way of, like, I don't know, maybe passing out cards, but like, here, like, you want a photo? Here, just take it. Follow the podcast. But this one girl came up to me and like, oh, can I take a picture of you or with you, whatever? And I'm like, yeah, $10. And her face went from like, I did as fuck to like, excuse me. and I'm like, I'm fucking around. Like, I'll take the picture, whatever. But I noticed it. I was like, girl can walk around with a sign saying, hey, $5, I'll step on you. But like, someone asked for about the same amount just for a picture, and it's a guy, they'll be like, oh, what the fuck? No. I thought it was funny. I thought it was pretty funny, but I wasn't gonna fuck anybody. I'm not
gonna try
I'm not there to monetize anybody. I'm just there to have a good time.
Exactly.
If you're going to a con to monetize people, you have to be a vendor, or
I agree.
yeah, like if I think that's the only way you should do it. Like,
Yeah.
sure, people got all the freedom to do whatever the fuck they want. Fine by me, but don't be surprised if people say, no, I'm not fucking paying you for a picture or step on me. Like, that's fucking retarded. But yeah, I mean, I think you should just be a vendor, but that's just my opinion.
Yeah.
Honestly, I agree 100%. That just bothered me so much. Seeing too many signs, it's excessive. I
I'm just
understand
like-
it's a trend.
Yeah, like I get it, I get that, but it's just like at some point it's just like, okay, you're gonna have to chill the fuck out with that. I understand, you're gonna have some dudes that are thirsty as fuck, some dudes that don't get no play, they got no game, and they think this is gonna be the easiest way for them to have some kind of interaction with a woman. But fellas, if you are watching this, do not encourage or partake in fuck shit like that. Just don't.
I can't.
Just don't.
I freaking can't. At least have
Just
something
look at
peaceful.
them. Just look at them. You just give them that eye and just keep it moving.
Yeah.
That was just the most disappointing thing in the convention. Everything else was smooth except for con food, because you already know how much that shit goes for.
Oh yeah.
That's why I prefer eating outside a convention.
They didn't even have
Like,
chicken,
it's just very lackluster.
chicken tenders that they usually have.
They
They
just
have,
have like teriyaki chicken, pizza, and bullshit.
yeah, they have pizza. The pizza was fire, but I didn't want to eat
I,
because
I would say the only thing that I do like about the cons food wise is the salty donut. That's the one thing
Oh my
I
god, I
love.
couldn't find it.
I
I could-
didn't. I heard the donuts were fire, but I didn't.
Yes.
I forgot to get one for Joy-Con. Holy shit.
Yeah, you did.
Oh god, I gotta apologize to him later. Nah, he's a Smash player. He'll be fine. All love.
Yeah, the salty donut is legit. Like I always get like an entire box for myself. Yes, I'm a fat ass, but it's worth it. It's worth the money. The salty donut is like top tier of donuts.
Really?
Yeah, I'll try them out next year.
Me
Oh, yeah.
too.
Yeah, because they were at Florida Supercon last year, and in 2019 they were also there as well. So they'll be there again next year, which I am 100% sure that they'll be there. So, but the thing is, as soon as they open, you better go.
Yeah.
Yeah, you better go because once they sell out, they're out.
I learned that lesson the hard way. Tear went
No.
down my eye. I think about it.
Oh, one thing I wanted to add that I really noticed. There was a lot of families in Supercon. I don't know if you guys noticed that, but there
I
was
did.
a
I
lot of like I'm not used to seeing the amount of families that go. Like usually it's just people our age, maybe a little bit younger.
Mm-hmm.
Kids that just get dropped off by their parents, but like no, usually no parents actually go. But this year I noticed, a lot of families, and I thought it was pretty cool. And then that's when I realized I'm like, oh, this is part of the reason why SuperCon is so successful.
Yeah.
Not just all the nerds and weirdos going. It's like families are
Friendly experience.
Yeah.
going, and it's I like that. It's kind of refreshing too because like sometimes you'll get reactions from kids that are very genuine.
Yeah.
Like some of the kids get really excited, and then the parents are like, "Oh yeah, let's take a picture with them or whatever." And I thought that was honestly one of the best things about SuperCon this year that I've noticed was that it's like a lot of families were there, and a lot of the reactions from them were genuine because you could tell that they don't really do that a lot, but whenever the opportunity arises, like they genuinely enjoy it. It's not just like a regular con goer that, oh yeah, I've been there, done that. Let's just like, have fun, whatever. But like, I thought that was really refreshing, like seeing the reactions of families, like to people dressing up and stuff. That was really cool.
Oh yeah. I would say that's one of the positive reasons to get into cosplay and to do cosplay because there are younger fans who are much younger and they see people dressing up and whatnot and they want to take a picture with them or whatnot. Like that's one of the positive reasons to get into cosplay or whatnot. Of course there are other negative reasons about cosplay, but I'll save that for another topic, for another video, for another day. But Florida Supercon overall was a really good experience. Yes, 3 days can be draining on you, which is why if you do go to Florida Supercon, the best day to go is that Saturday.
Yeah.
It's going to be packed. There's going to be a lot of people, but that's when you see typically the best cosplays come out. People coming out with their cosplays that they want to debut, that they want to show off, that they've been working on, because you also have a cosplay contest that you have to register beforehand, before you get to the Florida Supercon, so that way you're 100% ready to go, you know where to go, you know what you need to do, and you just sell it.
Yeah. Saturday is the best day.
Yeah. And then, of course, I know They also had some after parties. I've been watching some people's stories of some of the after parties that they had at Florida Supercon, which didn't hear nothing negative about. So everyone had a good time. So that's good. Maybe next year, if I am not doing Smash at Flynn's, I could stay for like the after party and whatnot and just cringe at all the cringy ass cosplayers.
I'll cringe. You know me, I love to talk shit.
Oh yeah. But nah, it's all in good. Yeah, it's all in good fun and good spirit and whatnot. As long as everyone had a good time, there weren't no negative experiences. But I
It really
know, yeah, it was pretty good. Even when it came to security check-in, something that I take a bit serious, was really good. So can't fault them for that. Now I do have this one question, like for those that got badges and you had to activate it. Was there any benefit to it?
I didn't even try it. By the way, Waluigi, we can't hear you. At least I can't hear you.
Yeah, we can't hear him.
Yeah. But nah, to answer that question,
How this works.
Okay, we
Alright.
can hear you.
now I noticed the
There
activation,
we go.
but I didn't bother. I was like,
Yeah, like I wanted to know what was the benefit to having this shit activated for. Because if anything, I just show my pass. If I'm going certain places, I'm be like, I'm an exhibitor, I'm a vendor or whatnot.
yeah. I barely like even used it to like get anywhere. I was mainly on the con floor, but I didn't go to any panels.
Yeah, yeah,
I just watched.
yeah, I didn't attend any panels myself as well because I've just been in the game room for majority of the con, just running and organizing tournaments and whatnot. And next year, I'm pretty sure I'm going to get that opportunity again. And next time, I'm just gonna bring on a team.
Okay.
So I'm gonna bring on a I'm gonna bring on the team. I'm gonna bring in, of course, I'm bringing in Herbs. I'm gonna bring in Omni, so that way, when it comes to running these gaming tournaments, at least someone can run them, and then others can just enjoy the con for the time being, and then make it come back an hour later, and all right, time to run some tournaments.
Yeah.
Spread the good word. Waluigi, any other thoughts?
Just fixing my speaker.
Okay.
Just trying to work in my head, but my apologies.
Okay, now we can hear you. Sounds like you used some noise canceling. Like it's like you're like mad quiet.
Kind of eerie.
Now, if I can only play elevator music as we wait for Waluigi to say something. As he figuring this out. So I would just say, well, while he's figuring that out, I would just say if there's anything that Florida Supercon needs to improve for next year, I would say that other side on the second floor, the other side, where I think there was like where the Gundam build room was, and they had some other rooms down there as well. Close that section off because that is a far ass walk.
I actually I turned the corner because I wanted to see what was on the other side. I turned the corner and I see all those rooms. I see a bunch of people. I'm like, you know what? Let me go back to the vendor hall. I don't want to walk down there.
Yeah.
But I did notice they closed like half the second floor.
Yeah.
So like right after the room that you were at, they like where the bathrooms were at, they closed that. And I'm assuming if you walked around the other end, they closed half of that too because when I went in 2019, the whole second floor was
like you could do a whole walk around throughout the whole entire second floor, which will take you a good minute. Like that's not an easy 10-minute walk. That's like a 15, 20, 25-minute walk.
Yeah, but it's cool though because like I don't know, like I guess me, I like to walk, and some of the some of the areas that were closed this year, they are kind of like shaded a little bit. So like it's a good area to just chill. Like if you want to just sit down, take a breather, like you just chill there. But whatever, it was closed this year, so hopefully it's not closed next year. But I wouldn't be surprised if it is.
I would just say if you're anticipating a huge amount of people, then have that other side open. But if it's not going to be a lot of people, then it makes no sense to have all of that open because if anything, everyone's just going to be spread out way too much or whatnot. So it would just be best just to, if the numbers are convincing, like the amount of people that are buying tickets to where you could fill up the second floor, then yeah, go for it. If not, then just keep it. Oh, I did also remember that they canceled the wrestling event.
Match.
Yeah, they canceled the wrestling match where, because that used to be a thing back in 2019 where Supercon will always have like amateur wrestling.
Yeah,
And that was something that like a lot of people would go for because they get to see, amateur cosplayers get in the ring and then just, duke it out and whatnot. And it's so entertaining. Like that's one of their thematic events and they didn't have it this year. So it disappointed a good number of people that wanted to, attend and see that.
I mean, shit, I would love to join that. But yeah, I didn't even realize that either this year. I was like, wasn't even thinking about it, but yeah, they usually did that every single year.
Yeah.
Did they do it last year?
I don't remember because I didn't stay for too long. So.
Mm.
And Waluigi's having some technical difficulties, y'all. So bear with him before you end up closing it out. But yeah, I would say bring back the wrestling because I know a lot of people enjoyed that. Um, I would say for me, I would have to attend more of the special events to get more of a feel of the con rather than being stuck in one place majority of the time. Granted, I had a lot of fun, had a really good time, and oh, now that I remember, now that I just remember this, a thing that I also didn't like. Well, two things I didn't like. One, for the people who were in the console area and y'all stole PS5 controllers and some Switch controllers. Fucking shame on you.
Yeah.
Like, shame on you. Like, the convention provided, consoles for everyone to come out and play and whatnot. And, to have a good time. Like, okay, if you're, tired from, walking around the con, then, come up to the gaming section, chill, hang out and whatnot, and, enjoy some games. But don't go stealing shit that don't fucking belong to you. Like, fucking shame on you for doing some shit like that.
Yeah, no, that's fun.
Yeah, man. Like I shook my head because I know what that's like because at Flynn's we've had people steal before. One person stole a Nintendo Switch.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I've been hearing a lot about occurrences like that. The last time heard about that was I think it was MegaCon earlier this year, and I've heard a lot of vendors, not just the gaming room, but a lot of vendors lost like over thousands of dollars worth of merchandise.
Yeah.
Because yeah,
because you're always gonna have people that's gonna be going around trying to steal shit from people, and it's just like, yo, there are vendors just out here trying, make some money and whatnot. Because for some of these vendors, that's their living. That's how they, make their bread is just by, providing products and services to people at the convention so that way, hey, they can make a profit. Yeah. Granted, there are some vendors that overcharge the fuck out of the shit that they sell because all you have to do is find another vendor that's selling the same shit and just be like, huh, this one is $20 cheaper.
No brainer.
Yeah. So there's that to always look out for, but Yeah, that was the one thing that I really didn't like is the people who actually stole controllers, especially PS5 controllers from the gaming area. Like, shame on you. And the second thing is people leaving food and drinks on the tables in the gaming area. Like, fucking clean up after yourselves. Which is why, hopefully, next year, the people that I'll be working with in the gaming section, I'll let them know, yo, if y'all gonna have people bring in food, I would recommend not to because they're gonna leave shit everywhere. If they got food, tell them, hey, no food in the gaming area because, especially around the gaming PCs, because you don't want someone to spill their drink and it fucks up the PC.
Yeah.
Like,
Those
make
cheap.
the area like no food, no drinks because I remember it was Sunday when we were getting ready to close up everything. There was so much trash all over the gaming
There we
tape.
go. My apologies.
All right, we can hear Waluigi. We just
Oh,
don't
thank
see
God.
him. Like there was so much food. Like there was so much like food, bowls, wrappers, cups, cans, just all over the tables. And I'm just like, y'all some filthy motherfuckers, man.
I hate people like that so much with burning passion.
Y'all some filthy motherfuckers. No
Yeah, man.
respect. Like y'all have eating areas. There's trash cans. Use them. Don't just trash the place and then worst case scenario, you spill something on the gaming console, now you done fucked it up.
Honestly, yeah. Fucking
So I would say
situation.
so
I'll just say, hey, man. If
hey,
you,
no food and drinks around the console area. Nope.
Oh, 100% agreed. The last thing you want to stay in is a PS4 or a PS5 or an Xbox, even a PC rigs.
Yeah.
It'd be a disaster to see what kind of bill you would owe.
none of that, yeah, none of that shit is cheap. So
No,
you
it's
break
not.
or just don't eat around any of the rigs.
Yeah, just don't.
Those rigs look way too nice to
Yeah,
begin.
yeah, it really did.
I
I
wonder
was
what the
jealous.
specs were.
I was impressed.
Most of them, all the PCs were mid-range. They all had 30 series graphics cards. So it was good enough to run most games on very high settings.
That'd be something fun to look into because I still want to build a PC one of these days. They gave me inspiration.
As much as I would love to do that, I'm always gonna be a console guy.
We'll turn you into the dark side eventually.
It's gonna be a battle, but I don't know.
Especially with fighting games.
Consoles are just so convenient.
Especially freaking fighting games to get you some matches.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I would agree with Waluigi on that one because at least you can take your PC, your gaming PC, to certain places and just be like, hey, if you're ready to, play a couple of rounds or whatnot, all I have to do is just plug in this bad boy, open it up, and you're just good to go.
Yeah.
I had a teammate brought a box-sized one for CEO a couple months ago. Actually, it was a month ago? 3 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he brought us a box, and we were just watching Capcom vs. SNK on my TV. That's how insane it was. And I have my laptop with me, so you've seen the evidence.
Yeah.
Did we talk about Extreme Action Park? No, that wasn't really necessary.
Nah. I mean, that was like pre Florida Supercon.
Yeah, the fact we played DNF 3/4 of the event, and not a single person was surprised.
No.
Nope.
And we're introducing it to people as well.
Yeah. Which was another good thing that I actually liked at Florida Supercon is that I got to see people play DNF for the very first time. It's a new fighting game. You want people to play it. Now that I think about it, when they were asking me, what games do I want at Florida Supercon, I should have said bring KOF, DBZ, Grand Blue, Skullgirls, because I know Sotu is a huge fan of that game. Like,
Yes.
bring in like a good number of fighters so that way people have all 3 days of the convention to play, try it out, get their hands. into the game and whatnot and see what it has to offer. I think next year, if they give me the opportunity to ask me what games do I want, I'm gonna give them a list.
Yeah, I definitely agree on the list, especially, man.
I agree with you on that one. I agree. Oh shit. I agree with you on that one. So too. A lot of new players, but none of them attend locals. Typical.
I mean, we spread the holy word. Like, I put like 4 different posts of Fighter Fest because I grabbed certain cosplayers, and I
Yeah,
told them
man.
the same thing.
Yeah, man. I would say this, like the next Florida Supercon for next year, even if y'all go for one day, and of course Saturday is gonna be the biggest one, we need some of our South Florida FGC people to raid Florida Supercon and start preaching the word of, yo, you like this
It's so
game?
sad.
You like this game? Come to our local.
It's so sad that 3 of West Palm Beach's goats just showed up to to Weaver Flynn's and then Supercon as well. You have me, Four Face Buttons, and Herbs all show up from West Palm Beach. There is no excuse.
Yeah.
But what I also would like Supercon to do when it comes to the actual tournaments, actual prizes,
Yeah.
or at least some kind of small, feasible like prize money.
Yeah. I will say that for myself and for Flynn's, not speaking for them, but I would just say that we didn't get oversight on that, so I went in completely. I just went in completely blind. Like it's more of I'm gonna find out when I get there. I just don't know what to expect beforehand. So that's the reason why we didn't have like certain tournaments or certain games, because when they say that, hey, we're gonna have Street Fighter at 11 o'clock in the morning, I'm just like, yo, no, ain't nobody coming for this shit at 1 in the morning. If anything, push it back to at least 12 or a different time, or at least 1.
Agreed. Like if once Blins has control over the gaming tournaments and how prizes run, more people most likely go.
Yeah. More
I
people,
definitely can
yeah, more
get behind
people,
that.
yeah, more people would go, but at the same time, when people find out that, oh, it's a paid entry tournament, you're gonna start to see less, because more
True.
people will come in for a free one. They may not come in for a paid one because, some people, they feel discouraged getting into a paid tournament because they'll feel like, well, I'm just gonna pay to lose.
I mean,
But
like worst case, you can use with the fee of your ticket if as an option, but that might be a stretch.
yeah, because I know at Otaku Fest we charged,
$10
yeah, we charged $10 at
for Melty and Guilty Gear, from what I last remembered in Smash.
yeah, we charged $10, and I'm just remembering tournaments on Beyond Comic Con. It was the same thing, $10. MizuCon, it went to 15 and
Revice City Smash, right?
no, not that was on 2021. I'm talking about for this year. And
Oh
for
yeah.
super fan, like it went up, and it went up because of traveling, just because of traveling. And then bringing the equipment, like paying for the truck, for extra storage space, so that way we can store them and whatnot. Like my car would be completely full with just the totes, the monitors, so we had to up it from 10 to 15, so that way we covered those costs as well. We covered the cost of just traveling and bringing all the equipment, which is something that people don't think about. Like this shit ain't cheap.
No, it is not. Oh my god, I remember just packing all your gear in my book bag, or at least some portions of it. That was so funny, just realizing how heavy everything was, from your tablet to your
Oh yeah.
whole battery pack and then your keyboard. I'm like, I don't want to leave this. I don't trust people here.
Oh no. But yeah, I
And I'm
was.
like,
No, go ahead.
and I'm bound to come back Sunday just because I realized I have your stuff, regardless of the situation. So I was ready mentally.
Yeah. But yeah, I would just say, next time if we have more oversight and they allow us to, like, charge an entry fee, so that way players can at least get something monetarily back, then that's gonna be the goal. That's gonna be the goal to go forward. And of course, I'll do something special for top three to get actual legit prizes. So that way, hey, I got it here at this convention, and yeah. But the more I think about it, I feel like a good prize for like the top 3 or even top 8 of any of the tournaments is, hey, a free tournament pass to Flynn's.
Agreed. That actually would definitely work.
Like, hey, if you competed in this tournament and you made top 8, here's a free pass to Flynn's. A free
Yeah,
tournament pass. It's
that would
something.
basically cover the fee.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's something.
But some people may use that for Fighter Fest if that ever pops up within the same date, but I would put that as an exception.
I wouldn't mind. The more the better.
Yeah, that's true. We need more smoke.
Yes, we need more new faces. I think Smash has way too much, but so other fighters like DNF, Grand Blue, KOF, Tekken,
KOF specifically.
yes, specifically. But other than that, I'm just thinking off the top of my head. I know we're supposed to do interviews and whatnot and get content, but I think most of us were busy, and I know
Yeah.
for the most part, y'all too. Saturday was the biggest day, and that's when you're just gonna be all over the place and whatnot.
Yeah, Sunday I tried, but the quality needed more practice. I definitely wanted to practice on interviewing more people properly
Yeah.
and make sure I know how to handle certain distractions popping up.
Oh yeah.
Random petition signer who knew
Yeah.
what he was doing. I had to kill him.
But any
I'll be-
other any other I was gonna say any other thoughts that you guys have before we on close this one out.
Uh, I have no thoughts actually. I think it was a pretty good experience. Some things may need to be improved. Supercon, if you're watching this, thank you for providing us a great time to be together with our friends and meeting new people and such.
Yeah.
I'm actually like drawing a blank, but I think the funniest thing was the fact I got an autograph from the voice of Happy Chaos from Guilty Gear.
Nice.
Yeah, that was for my buddy Butter Punch. I had to shout him out before that. He doesn't even know about this.
Ooh.
I'll have to say, it was, like I said, the best SuperCon that I've been to. Even if I just went for one day, it was
Yeah.
really, really good. The energy was it was there. I expected something, but I want to say I honestly got more. There was no drama. There was like there was a lot of love. It was really fun, and from meeting the artists to meeting other random people, other cosplayers and whatnot. It was a really, really solid experience.
I agree.
Yeah, same here. All right. Well, with that being said, all right, y'all. We're gonna go ahead and wrap this up, put a bow on it, and call it a night. Thank you all so much for watching and tuning in.
Thank y'all.
We greatly appreciate y'all for watching. We are back with the Otakus of South Florida Fireside Chats. This has been episode 8. We are signing off. You can catch the playback of this on my YouTube channel, and we'll see you guys next week with the next one.
Peace
Later.
out.